Hi friends, Kelly Faluca here, VPPR for Public Speaking Northwest Toastmasters and presenter at this past Saturday's District 2 conference, Galaxy Rising. For those of you who attended my workshop, Beyond Words, Crafting Visual Experiences, I made a promise that if you didn't take notes and engaged with me during the presentation, that I would do a post-conference resource with all my favorite tips and tricks for content creation, video marketing, and more. So here it is. Enjoy. Quick personal disclaimer, this is not my fun edutainment type video. I had a lot of questions to get through, so this is strictly informational to help you grow your clubs. Let's start with my title slide. I didn't want to be too on the nose with this image. I could have showed a simple human eye, but I wanted it to look a little futuristic and have that galaxy background in there to tie in with the conference. And then I took a set of human eyes and made them almost alien-like. And then I took a set of animal eyes, I think it was a lion, and distorted it to look AI, artificial intelligence. And with all those treatments together, I split it up in that frame in different pieces so you got a piece of the story. I hope that came through and that you enjoyed the image I created. The first segment in my presentation is called Design for Every Stage. I talk about how I curate my visuals for each and every stage I'm on, and first of all, why it's important that we do so in the first place. Visual overwhelm. People are still putting blocks of text up on the screen, too many bullet points and images that don't make sense just to get the information out. We have to tell visual stories now. The attention span of our audience is getting shorter and shorter. If we don't hook them with amazing visuals and a great title and launch into a story, we've lost them within about a few seconds. I showed this quote and asked the audience to finish it. What worked yesterday doesn't work today. If you're a new officer or a VPPR, please don't just take over the reins and do what the person did before you. Do a PR audit. See how your visuals are, if your website's been updated, and if you need to create new content. I then told this story. I went to a conference last year and paid $600 along with hundreds of other attendees to see this slide. The speaker, this was not a Toastmasters event, but the speaker admitted to being a Toastmaster. She looked over her shoulder, looked back at us, and said, I should know better. I'm a Toastmaster. This slide is horrible, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I didn't know what to think. First, she blew her opening. We're not engaged in her conversation. We're probably all scared because we think we're going to have to read through her entire presentation because she was too lazy to prepare properly and know her content. And lastly, it hurt her personal brand. I know I was thinking, why did I spend this money? And I know a lot of people were too. Purple Imposter is a speech I wrote for a contest, and it was about my dad's experience in Vietnam. If I would have used Vietnam in that title, I would have run the risk of the audience making all these preconceived notions of what was going to come. They may have thought, oh my gosh, she's going to show us something scary, or she's going to get on a political rant. When in reality, it's an inspirational story about how my dad fought his illness. The concept goes, I was an 8-year-old girl in my family home, true story, dead at night. It was really, really quiet. I was sleeping next to my little sister, Nikki. All of a sudden, I heard this horrific noise. And I crept up to the door. Mommy, is everything all right? And I saw this figure coming towards me. As it got closer, it looked like my father, but it definitely wasn't my father. My dad had thrown up so hard for so long and so violently that he broke all the blood vessels in his face, his neck, his hands, turning him into a purple monster. I thought I saw a purple monster, but in reality, it was a purple imposter. Then I connect the story by explaining how the U.S. government created Agent Orange to clear the fields so when the troops landed, they could see through the jungle. And in reality, they created a deadly toxic poison that not only made millions of people sick, but hundreds and thousands of people died. Format your presentations for the stage type. My philosophy is we should be formatting our visuals for all the different types of stages that we take. For example, big stage, in person, and online presentations. Of course, you could always have a deck full of all the links and facts and tables to send to your audiences after your talk. But when we're actually presenting, our visuals shouldn't make sense by themselves. They should be supporting our story. For big stage presentations, I try to use the least amount of words as possible. Maybe a title or a few supporting words, but I hardly ever do bullet points on big stage presentations. We want the visuals to be large and to support us telling our stories on stage. For in-person meetings, it's important to be able to tell a story without visuals. What if the tech fails or a presentation doesn't load? In these instances, especially in Toastmaster meetings, I love to exaggerate my facial expressions and body movements and tell the story with my body and face versus supporting visuals. Lastly, for online presentations, we use Zoom at publicspeakingnorthwest.com. I got tired of watching people fumble through trying to load their slides, or they would load a slide and have the slide take up the entire Zoom screen and we couldn't see their face. In Toastmasters, we teach we never leave the stage, yet people do it all the time online. My solution? My 1/3 rule. I build all of my images to only 1/3 of the slide, leaving the biggest portion of the space for myself. If you have light hair and light skin, use a dark background like me to make yourself pop off the screen. If you have darker hair, darker skin, you'll want to use a lighter background to get that contrast. Then what I do is I save each of my slides as an image, and I upload those images to the virtual background. While I'm presenting online, all I have to do is hit the right arrow in the virtual background screen, and images magically appear behind me. The next segment of my presentation, segment 2, is called Tips and Tricks. Here is where I shared all my links to tutorials I like and my favorite tool. Play, pause, do. Play, pause, do means pull up a project, pull up a tutorial, watch it, pause it, and then do it. And then watch the next piece, and then pause it, and then do it. And by the end of it, you'll have all this content created for your club in an easy and stress-free way. Think like a designer. The first step to creating beautiful visuals is to use the templates that Toastmasters has made for us. They're all on the website, and there's tons. You have Facebook, LinkedIn, all kinds of templates you can use. The second level to thinking like a designer is custom standard. Take the brand guidelines from Toastmasters, the color codes we have to use, the logos, and then make it your own for your club. Every year, my club picks a sub-theme. So we have where leaders are made for Toastmasters. And then 2 years ago, we did our anniversary. We turned 20 years old. So I created an anniversary logo that I put on everything all year long. It was really fun. And the theme rolled through all our social media, our website, and our YouTube channel. The last image here is custom engagement. Don't be afraid to look silly. Show your parties. This is an example. We did a Frog Day, Leap Day party. And Lynn, our vice president of membership, said, Kelly, I do a Leap Day party every 4 years. Would you help me produce it? And I said, okay, Lynn, let's make a video. And Lynn was kind of apprehensive. She wasn't sure if she wanted to do it. And then she just got all into it and drank the Kool-Aid. She bought us these cute frog hats that when you squeeze the hands, the eyes would move. And we did a really engaging video. After the meeting, I did a post resource, a little video, and some pictures so that when people come to our website, they can see our current activities. Don't just use your website for a static meeting notice. Make sure you're changing items out. Show pictures of yourself. It's exciting for people to see who they might be working with and what the club is like. Okay, I had like 80% of the room raise their hand when I said, who has no experience, knows they have to create content, and they're terrified. I have you covered. There's a solution for every problem. In this case, I came up with 2, and I'd love to hear if you guys have other ones. First, create a PR subcommittee. As the VPPR, you need to make sure that we're on brand with the Toastmasters guide. Someone in your club probably knows social media or has an older child that knows how to do it. Someone maybe in college. and would love to help you out. The second option is pay the guy. We all have club budgets, and a lot of us aren't buying ribbons and trophies like we used to. Make a line item for content creation. You don't have to do it as often as I do, but you can pay people on Fiverr. You can hire a $5 artist all the way up to $100. You don't need to spend a lot of money. If you give them the concept, the logo, and the color codes, they can create beautiful visuals for your YouTube channel, your website, and your social media channels. On to segment 3 of my talk, video marketing for club promotion. Anyone who knows me knows I teach video marketing is the best way to market your club. People want to hear your messages. They want to see your club members. And it's a way for you to really connect with people online in a very personal way. It is your responsibility to get lit, be seen, and be heard. Zoom slide. Are we still doing stuff like this? Look at this image, the guy up in the left corner. I can't tell you how many times I go to a Zoom meeting or Toastmasters and see someone in a hoodie pulled up over their head with a crazy background. You may need to mention that attire is important. We don't need to wear suits anymore. Oftentimes, I'm just wearing a black top because I want people to see my face. That's perfectly okay. Another thing I see is people are putting their lights too close to their face and they're flooding themselves out, like the second image on the top row. We can't really see him because there's a big white dot on his face. On the third row, the last image, it's completely darked out. We don't need expensive video equipment, and I'm going to show you different video equipment for whatever stage you're in. If you don't have a lot of money, you can really just pull a lamp over or sit by a window and light yourself. Buy a $20 mic for your computer so you're not screaming into your laptop or your PC. Be heard. And then make sure that you have the proper webcam. A lot of people on laptops don't realize that their webcam is usually a default of 720p resolution. And there's lots of YouTube channels on this, but we need at least 1080p resolution on our webcams, or else it's going to be blurry. And then when we record ourselves, the images get compressed on Zoom. So we end up getting very grainy, ugly video. If you have a microphone, a light, and a great webcam, you will be seen, heard, and lit. This is my favorite example. I asked Reka, a lot of us know Reka from the district, to stand and take an applause for this one. Before any of you say you can't make a video, I'm going to prove you wrong, because all of the magic happens in editing. You can take a pretty bad video as long as it's lit, we can see you and there's a clean background. We can go into editing and make it pretty. We can shrink your waist if you want us to. We can remove wrinkles. And then if you can't do all those things, you can turn to your PR subcommittee or pay the guy in Fiverr to edit your videos for you. This is a photo of Reka. She came to my house. We're going to do some video marketing for a TLI we were promoting. And really made this face. It's not a post face. She was like, I can't do this. This is frustrating. And I said, trust me, I promise I will make a video you like. And then look at this. She looks amazing. We dropped in the District 2 background by doing the virtual background. There are 2 ways to get started with making videos. First, the easy way. All you need to do is be on a clean background, have your microphone and your light. The great thing is if you're in a small apartment or your bedroom and you just don't have a clean wall, you can hang a backdrop. Right now, I have a black microfiber hanging behind me. Nadine from Eastside Leaders, I remember she had this beautiful blanket or fabric with this wonderful print, and all she did was tack it up on her wall behind her. If you zoom your camera in, you will only see your face and your background and not your messy room. The advanced way, using a green screen. This is for those of you who are making professional videos as officers and also doing this for your business. The reason your Zoom videos look bad when you try a virtual background is A, you don't have the right camera. B, you're not lighting the green screen. If there's not enough light on your green screen, it will flicker. We've all seen hands or heads go in and out, and it's very, very distracting. It looks unprofessional, and it actually hurts your professional brand. Think of buying equipment like professional dues or buying your school books and things you need for school. All of us should budget in when we can. We start for free with a simple background and a light, but when we can buy a microphone and buy a green screen, if we want to do virtual backgrounds, it will make you look professional and it won't harm your personal brand. And lastly, I shared some bonus content, ideas for your website and content creation. These are examples that I've produced over the last 2 years as VPPR, but they don't need to be this elaborate. This is our club website, Public Speaking Northwest. And you'll see not only do I put images and videos on our website, I also put our meeting notice. I don't just put static times. Every week I update our social media and I take that same image and put it on our website so it's fresh and current and people can see what's going on. Share district news, share the conference, share different speech contests and other things clubs are doing. I, for one, didn't even know anything about the district till after being in my club for a year. I didn't realize all the vast opportunities available to us. So as officers, please talk about those. Not everyone is just there for the club experience. They may want to take a district role or participate in a district committee. In addition to my club meetings, I always post a collage when we do a fun party. This is an example of us at Easter. Oskana was there. She came to visit. Everyone had bunny ears on that I bought at the 99-cent store. You don't have to spend a lot of money to create a visual experience for your guests. This is a Zoom example. Our Toastmasters are really good when they're planning their meetings to see if there's any national holidays, like National Goof Off Day or National Pickle Day. We've had some crazy themes. So Toastmaster alerts everyone when they're getting the agenda ready so they can participate if they want to. The next thing on our website is our welcome message. I always ask my president to do a welcome message. When people come from the Toastmasters main site and go to our website for the first time and see all our amazing pictures, they can then listen to a message from our current president. I did do a little animation, but you don't need to be that fancy. Victor had never done video marketing either, so I told him, just stand on the white wall of your office and talk to your cell phone. And I clipped that video into the cell phone to make it look more interesting. Or I could have extracted the background from that video and put him on a virtual background. I also encourage you all to show a picture of your current officers. I make sure you're getting permission whenever you're going to show someone's image, but it's nice to see all the officers on your website because everyone's contacting them. And it's fun for people to have that visual. Oh, that's Lan. I just had a call from her. And hey, that's Kelly. I just saw a great video. I also create an About Us PDF. Now, I don't recreate this every year. I took one PDF that people can download from the homepage of our website so they can use it as their PR tool. I can send this to a chamber of commerce to get them excited and they have a document, or our club members can send it to their corporate HR if they're trying to get their dues paid. And all I do, I create this one time, and then I switch it up to my sub theme. When it was our anniversary again, there was our anniversary logo on this document. Now there's the sparkle and theme document. And it just takes a little bit of updating. I try to front load my VPPR role. I'll create all my content and all of my templates in Canva, and then I have them there when I need them. Another fun thing to do is highlight your new members. Every time we get a new member, I ask if I can share their photo, and I push it out through LinkedIn, Facebook, and on our YouTube channel. Testimonials. This is a big one. Anytime someone visits our club, I try to get a testimonial from them. I have a couple here from Ellen and Oskana. They actually came on theme days. Ellen had the frog hat on and Oskana had the bunny ears on. I thought, wow, they had such a great time. I'm going to ask them for a testimonial. And please do not make this hard on people. You know the email game where you're going back and forth. You don't even have to ask them for a photo if you took it yourself. If not, you can usually steal one off their Facebook or LinkedIn. That's my secret to them. And then write something for them or ask them to send you an email. Hope jar questions from attendees. How to create a YouTube channel. I love everything Think Media. Click in the description below and don't forget the play, pause, do method. Open up a project and create your very first YouTube channel. Have fun. What is your favorite free platform to create content? I love Canva. It's easy and it rivals Adobe. Search Canva certified instructors or click the link below. What I love about Canva is we can add in all the brand elements that Toastmasters provides in the brand portal. That way, every time we go to create a new project, we have all the colors and logos we need. Are there training videos for those using the FreeToastHost website platform? Yes, I found a pretty good one on YouTube. Feel free to search. And you can also go to the Free Toast Host website where you can sign up for their chat support. Virtual backgrounds. Remember the concept, never leave the stage. Option 1, virtual backgrounds. Option 2, Zoom PowerPoint as virtual backgrounds. Option 3, advanced OBS Studio. Remember to show, don't tell. When you're doing visuals, make them interesting. Don't be too on the nose with the visuals you're using. Use amazing hooks in your content. And remember that the visuals are there to intrigue and pull people into your story, not to tell the story. Friends, if you have any questions, you have my contact information. On the next slide, you'll see a survey. I would love it if you attended my workshop. If you could please take this super short survey and let me know how I did. I want to make sure that I'm communicating clearly and answering the questions that you need answered to grow your clubs.